Hello and welcome to your reading. As you can see, there are no zodiac signs and no pick a card. This message will find who it is meant to find when it is meant to find you. So let's see what message found you right now. The energy is a little bit crazy, so don't be shocked about that. Okay, the energy is just absolutely bizarre. The last week, it's been the most intense energy that I've felt in literally years. Okay, I think all of this is in reverse. So currently what's happening, just from like an energetic standpoint, there's currently a purging happening. So it's intense. Everything that was buried, everything that needs to leave the system, that needs to leave your aura, it is leaving right now. And because it's leaving, remember, you feel through it. It goes through you. It leaves through you. You feel it. Sometimes when purgings happen, it can feel like you just took 10 steps back. It can feel like, oh my gosh, you were doing the same things, or you are in the same mentalities that you were before you healed. Like, what is this? Why are you so triggered? Why do you feel all of these old feelings again? Why does it feel like you're going backwards and like all the progress that you've made is suddenly lost? I promise you it is not that, okay? But some people do make the mistake in thinking that, and then they get stuck in the purge because they're like, oh my god, the universe is out to get them, and God isn't listening, like everything was a lie. They think like that, so they get stuck in the purge. The energy that you are strong enough to expel from your system, and that you are currently expelling, sometimes dominates when you give into it, when you're like, when that becomes your new identity. Instead of being like, this is just a purge, if you let it dominate you, it sticks. It sticks until you're over, until you get strong again to expel it. So, okay, this time there's a lot that you feel like you don't know why it's happening currently. The Moon card is in reverse. The Fool card is in reverse. You feel like there's not really any steps that you can take right now, and you are confused as to like what's going on. You know, don't let this energy dominate you, because all that this is a purge. It is a purge. It's leaving your system. It's, in fact, this is happening so that you don't have to deal with it anymore. Okay? The fact that you are even feeling these things, and you even have the opportunity to work through it and to actually let it process through you, especially if it's been a reoccurring thing and it's been coming up every couple months. Look how aware you are right now. Look how aware you are of this energy and of the fact that it is a purge. It's the first time that you've ever dealt with this cycle that you've known that it is a purge, that you've known that you are currently strong enough to expel it from your system. That is why you're doing it. You are actually unconsciously using this intense energy to move these things out of your system. You wouldn't be doing it if you're not strong enough. Most of the times, like, these things happen after like months of putting in effort, of like changing, of bettering yourself, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're hit with like old feelings, with old cycles, with just stuff that you thought you were so far over. It's because you are finally strong enough to expel it. You know that now. This is what requires for these changes to like stick in. You are still designing your life. You are still on the path. Nothing has changed. You are just right now going through a purge. Like, that's it. That's it. And the thing is, almost everyone is going through it. okay? Almost everyone. If you're seeing someone right now go through something hard, and it looks like this person has made a lot of progress, and suddenly they're dealing with old things again, like a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, this person is going through the purge too. Because everyone right now feeling like they're going through like a hard time, especially internally, they don't know what the if is going on. If you've had the thought, why does this keep happening? You are one of the strong ones. You are one of the ones actually utilizing the energy at your disposal right now. Okay? And the fact is, you are aware of it. And if you weren't, you're being made aware of it right now. So it's the first time since the cycle has been a thing that you actually have the awareness to know what is happening. Every other time you've had the power to expel it, yes, but not the awareness that what was happening to you was actually just passing through you. It was actually a good thing that these things are coming up in order for you to feel it and let it pass through. That's how real changes happen. It's just, you're just in a standoff with past cycled energies right now. That's all it is. It's just a standoff. Okay? It's just are you actually going to let it pass through this time? Or is this going to become your new identity? Is it going to become your identity? Or is it passing through? That's the standoff. You let it pass through. You just let it pass through. It's all it actually wants to do is pass through. It's ready to leave your system. All the work that you've been doing on yourself. I'm getting this energy. If you just let this pass through you and not let this become your identity, there is a new beginning happening for you right around the corner. Okay? And it is genuinely brand new. It's not something that you have dealt with before. It's not something that you have even experienced before. I know a lot of people are like, oh, there's something new coming in. There's something new coming in. There's like a new cycle, a new this. The only way that something new, like as a new, something that you've never had before, can come in is if something old that you have had before finally leaves. When you're finally done with something old is the only way that something truly brand new can come in. Not the same energy wearing a new face. Not the same circumstances showing up in a different mask. No. Something brand new can only come in when something old has finally left. And the fact that the Ace of Cups is here tells me that this new is in the works. It's in the works, which tells me that you are right now releasing. You are purging. Like, nobody said it was going to be easy when the Kundalini reaches the upper chakras. It's not for the weak. Not a lot of people have gone through full Kundalini clearance before. And there's a reason for that. Because root chakra, okay. Solar, sacral, okay. It's painful. But once it reaches your upper chakras, once it reaches the heart chakra, and suddenly you gotta feel all of the heartbreaks that you have experienced in your life. You gotta feel it because you are releasing it. And then it reaches your throat, and suddenly you remember every single time that you couldn't stand up for yourself, that you couldn't say what you wanted to say. Every single time that you were silenced and you gotta purge it. And then it reaches your third eye. And you see clearly every decision that you have made that may not have been the best one to make because you didn't have all the information and the awareness to make the decisions that would have been better for you at the time. And now you gotta purge that. And then it reaches your crown. And you realize what a powerful being you are. And how much power you have within you and your purpose and your destiny. And suddenly you gotta purge all the times that devil temptation energy knocked at your door and you opened. Every time that you took a sip of the cola, knowing that that cola makes you forget your divinity for just a second. And then you gotta purge that. You gotta purge the fact that that second feels like years. And that is not for, that's not for the weak can't go through that. Like, you gotta know this one thing right now, 11/11. You really are making it further than most are. And nobody said it was going to be easy. But I promise you it's going to be worth it. It is going to be worth it. Because once you do this full clearing, once you have purged it all, and you step into your destiny and you step into your power, and you know who you are, and you're not afraid of who you are, that is who you are pulled towards all the time. So even if you decided to get stuck in the, let's say, the throat clearing, and it's too difficult, you know, it's too difficult to think about the moments that you didn't speak up for yourself. The third eye is the hardest one. It's the hardest one because that's when you remember, that's when you see clearly. You know everything. And you realize that you didn't know everything back then. And you made the decisions that you thought was the best back then. But now you have more information and you're like, wow, if you made that one different decision. And then that mixed with the heart chakra, with feeling the pain and then feeling the disappointment. It's not for the weak. It's not for the weak. But I'm telling you, in your lifetime, whether it's right now, okay, and I can't even blame you. Like, I can't even blame you. If one of you right now is like, no, I'm effing done. I'm not doing this spiritual shit anymore. I'm not going through this clearing shit anymore because it's BS. It's ridiculous. I can't blame you for thinking that. I can't blame you for even feeling that. I can't blame you for even deciding that. Like, I fully understand why you would even be in that headspace and in that feeling. And you know what? That does not make you weak at all, hey? Because the fact that you were a Kundalini awakening, a Kundalini clearing, you would not have even come this far if you were not one of the strongest people walking this planet. Like, so I won't blame you. But what I can guarantee is that whether it's right now, whether you choose to fully go through it right now, or whether this revisits you in a year from now, and then again in 2 years, and then again in 3 years, and then again in 8 months from then, and then again in 5 years from then, it's gonna keep revisiting. Because if something knocks at your door this much, if an awakening knocks at your door this much, then that means that your pot of gold is at the end of that rainbow. And no one said that the rainbow ride would be easy. But perhaps what you are wanting to unlock, what is at the end of that, fulfills it all. It makes it all better. Maybe that is the satisfaction that you have been looking for all these years. So this is your reading. Please take it easy during this energy. And know that many, 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 many people on this planet right now are purging. This is very, very intense energy. Okay, this is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed this. Bye.